When they built this house, they used two different, I'm guessing they used two different suppliers of the metal siding. You can see on the right, it's a slightly different shade of tan or gray, whatever you want to call it, than on the left. This has bothered me for the 6 years I've lived here, that little sliver on the left, it either faded wrong or something, don't know, but I'm going to try to take that piece out and replace it. This piece that's leaning against the house now is something I had left over from a renovation I did inside. So I'm going to use that. It actually matches, even though it's 20 years newer than the stuff that's on this side of the house now. It actually matches pretty well. I think it'll blend a lot better. Don't get me wrong, I've been very happy with this house, but they did everything as cheap and as shoddy as possible. They didn't even use house wrap. They just put, I guess this is tar paper, like felt kind of material, right against the OSB. They didn't even have the term Barndominium when this place was built. Like, that word didn't even exist. It was literally a barn, and they decided to turn it into a house a couple years later. Another issue with the way they put this siding on, it's all throughout the house. These panels are designed to go a specific direction. And they've got the tab there. They've got no tab there, but they got the tab on the right side here. Basically what they did is this piece, they cut it backwards. These tabs should all be going the same direction, whether left or right. So when it comes over here to this side, so now I got a tab on this side. Well, the trouble is the panel on the house has a tab going this way. So you got tab overlapping tab. And the way this little groove is designed, it doesn't line up flush. And when you have that happening, it gives it a ripple all across the side of the house. The things don't lay flat. Makes a chance for water to get underneath them. The whole thing is a pain in the butt. They did it all around. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this house, but this wall, there used to be a garage door there. And I took the garage door out and I built a wall there and I sealed that all up and I bought new sheets for that. And when I had to put the sheets on the new section to the old section, they didn't line up because they had those things going flip-flopping, flip-flopping. In fact, I'm getting all riled up now, but you can see this here. You see how that, I ain't changing all that because they just got one little panel of light right there next to that's the well. Next to the well, they got one little panel of light. You don't notice it as much, but in the front of the house, it drove me nuts. I like this house. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy I bought it. No complaints about buying the house. It was the right thing to do. This was a family affair. They built a barn probably over a week. This whole place probably got built over a week. And then they had horses inside. And then at one point they figured, hey, we could live in there. And they did it. Now it's a trendy thing. But 20 years ago, this was rare. Getting dark, all done. I think it looks pretty good. Ricky seems to like it. If anybody's watching this, you probably think I'm crazy for being upset over something so insignificant. But that has bothered me, that little corner, for 6 years. I'm going to block it out of my mind now since I did the work, and I can cross it off the list.